Straight from the underground. Living my life underneath the ground. 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 I'm blowing up like you thought I would.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Mollick.
Welcome back to Slot Rods, and welcome to the exciting conclusion of our 2025 Underground Slot Rods Points Race.
When we left you, we were in the middle of round 2 of our 3-round evening.
Our racers for tonight are racing for a possible 23 points per round, consisting of 6 points for crossing start, 7 points for crossing finish, 10 points for a win, and 0 points for a DQ.
There are 34 contestants, and as you can see, some of them already have their second round scores, and some don't. So, let's get to it.
Up first, we got Scooter versus Large Marge.
Rolling.
Wait a minute.
Never mind.
All right.
Camera 3. Drivers.
Yep.
Hold on. Ready?
Yep.
And they leave together, but Scooter immediately takes control and holds Marge off till the finish line.
Giving Scooter his second win of the night, and Marge gets her second loss.
Up next, Pinky versus SOT.
Rolling.
And we need a camera 3. We need a camera 3.
Rolling.
Drivers.
Pinky got the jump.
He stuck the tires hard and the car bucked. Look at the rear tires come off the ground. Son of Troublemaker comes around on the big end and takes the win.
Up next, we have Mini-Me versus GT.
Rolling.
2, 3. Drivers.
Yeah.
GT gets out first, gets about a half car lead, and manages to gap the Cooper before the finish line.
Giving Mini-Me 13, and GT gets his second win of the night.
Next to the line, Ed Armstrong in his 420-inspired 41 Willis called Gone Green.
Versus a genuine street outlaw, Kai Kelly's Jangalang.
Camera 1.
Rolling.
What a heavy hitter. Camera 2. Rolling. Camera 3.
Second focusing. All right, rolling.
Drivers.
Yep.
And Gone Green shows no respect for Jangalang and gets one on him.
But here comes Jangalang crawling up the quarter panel with that Willys.
But Gone Green holds Jangalang off till the finish, giving Gone Green his second win and Jangalang his second loss.
Up next, 2 frighteningly fast cars. Jack the Undefeated Killer Tyrant versus Ghost Vengeance.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Camera 3.
Rolling. Drivers.
Yep.
Ghost Vengeance wanted to leave no doubt about who's the fastest car because he smoked that Camaro.
Look at camera 3. Tyrant crosses after camera 2, fortunately not causing an accident.
Ghost Vengeance gets his second win of the night, and Tyrant gets 0 for the DQ.
Rolling up to the starting line, we got a couple of 4-1-2's finest. McMullet versus Harry Olds.
I'm rolling.
This matchup, here we go. Big Mike versus.
Alright, camera 1.
Yep.
Rolling.
Camera 2 is rolling. Average.
Ooh, that was hairy.
Looks like McMullet was slow off the start, and Harry Olds was not.
That gives McMullet 13, and Harry Olds gets his first win of the evening.
And now, the CUDA called Frankenberry versus the Mach 5.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Rolling. Rolling.
Drivers.
Yeah.
Now that's a drag race.
Frankenberry got out first, but the Mach 5 started gaining on him, little by little, and took the win at the finish line.
Giving the Mach 5 his second win of the night, and Frankenberry gave it one hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was a good race. Up next, Gale's Vet versus Marrow.
Yep.
Camera 2's rolling. Camera 3's rolling. Loudest.
Ready.
Gale's Vet gets out first. Marrow started to come around on the big end, but Gale's Vet manages to hold him off for the win.
Giving Gale's Vet her first win of the evening and Marrow his second loss.
And that's the end of the round, and time to draw chips one last time.
Man, we cannot leave this up to chance anymore. I got to challenge Mark to a race and somehow get him to accept, because if I don't, I know what's going to happen. He's going to draw somebody like Marrow or Mach 1, and he's going to run off with this whole thing without even having to fight for it.
Well, you're a little late on that, because I just saw when they flipped the chips, Mark drew Rob Trumpy in the GTA. Hey man, where you going?
Where else? To pick a fight.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Hey, if he's willing, you want to trade me chips so I can call him out with the Mach 5?
Sure.
He's the only undefeated car left. What do you say, Mark?
I think that's going to change the whole outcome. It's going to change up everything in the races.
If you don't want to race me, that's fine.
I tell you what, you beat him with the GTA, because I think the GTA is the fastest car here. I'll race you.
All right.
We'll do the change, but you got to beat him.
All right, let's do it. Get your shit to the line.
It's a race.
And
It's
the
a
smack
race.
is on.
Well, that's one way to do it. Okay, first steps first. Tony has to beat Trumpy in the GTA to get Trumpy's chip so he can race Mark in the GRX. I know that Mark thinks that the GTA is the fastest car here, but I don't think we've seen the GTA make enough passes to convince Tony of that yet. So, a race to see who gets to race the GRX in round 3.
Camera 3. Driver. Yep.
Mach 5 got off the line first, and he finished first, and it's off to round 3.
I earned my chip. At the top of round 3, we have the Orange Crush versus Chameleon.
Rolling. Camera 2. Rolling. Camera 3. Rolling.
Driver.
Yep.
Looked like a pretty good start, but the Chameleon got off to the quick lead and drug Orange Crush the whole way down the track.
Giving Chameleon his first win of the night and Orange Crush the triple whammy.
Up next, the GTA gets his last race of the night over with. Seems like we seen him not long ago. Versus Mini-Me.
Camera 1.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Camera 3. Driver.
Well, so much for the fastest car on the lot, because Mini-Me just slayed the dragon.
Mach 5 softened him up, and Mini-Me finished him off.
Next up, V-Wee versus Fireball.
Camera 2 is rolling. Rolling. Driver.
That was all V-Wee all the way.
V-Wee wakes up not a moment too soon with her first win of the night, and Fireball gets 1 win and 2 losses.
And now, the race you've all been waiting for. The race Tony worked so hard for. Hey brother, I hope you didn't do all this just to get your ass kicked.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Rolling. Camera 2.
Rolling.
Camera 3.
Rolling.
Drivers.
Yep.
Now, you know I never like to say it twice, but that's a drag race. The Mach 5 managed to stretch that GRX out a little, but could not gap it. That's the Mach 5 for the win, and that gives him the hat trick for the night. And our undefeated car, the GRX, takes his first loss of the series.
That should even things up a bit. Give those cars that didn't think they could win a chance at this thing.
Do you think the Mach 5 has a shot?
No, absolutely not. I tanked too hard on the first night. But I feel pretty good about how I've performed on the second and third night so far, and pretty good to see the last year's champ become competitive again.
I would have no idea who's leading this mess right now. Would you?
That's the whole idea. No one else does either. You got racers downloading calculator apps on their phones right now just to try to figure this thing out.
Up next, Marrow versus Ghost Vengeance.
Alright.
Camera 2 rolling. Camera 3. Drivers.
Ghost Vengeance is first out of the hole and he gets himself a 1-car lead.
Marrow tried everything he could to get around that Pontiac, but it's Ghost Vengeance for the win. And he gets a hat trick for the night, and Marrow is left reeling.
Next up, 412 teammates Frankenberry versus the Harry Olds.
I'm rolling.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Drivers.
It looks like Harry Olds is running stronger and stronger, and Frankenberry, he's just having a hard time.
Harry Olds goes 2 for 3 for the evening, and Frankenberry just can't seem to get a break. Up next, GT versus SOT.
Funny, man. You didn't even flinch.
Rolling.
Camera 1.
Yep.
Camera 2 is rolling.
Yep.
Hold on. Ready.
Big Daddy wasn't as ready as he thought he was. He was late off the start, but he reeled that GT back in clear up to his driver's side door. He couldn't get around him though. GT for the win.
And that gives my GT a hat trick for tonight. Talking about cars making a comeback from a bad night one. And SOT, he had a disappointing evening with only 1 win to show. Up next, 2 cars with absolutely no shot at getting into the top 10, but running fast nonetheless. Ed Armstrong and Gone Green versus the black Pontiac Firebird called Raven.
That's what confused me. That's right. Leave them roll. Drivers ready? Yep.
Something happened to the Willis. That Pontiac takes advantage and gets the win.
Giving Gone Green 2 for 3 for the night, and Raven gets his first win of the evening.
Up next, the gremlin called Gizmo versus the banana yellow Camaro called Mick Mullet.
Rolling.
Camera 2 is rolling.
Driver.
It looked like the Camaro spun off the line, and Gizmo shot off to the early lead.
And keeps that lead all the way to the finish line.
Well, here's a race that ain't gonna take very long. The OG Batmobile versus Salsa Verde.
Camera 2.
Rolling.
Camera 3.
Salsa Verde gets off the line first, and the OG Batmobile is forced to play catch-up.
And that's nowhere to find yourself against that Buick. That's Salsa Verde for the win.
Giving Salsa Verde the hat trick, and OG Batmobile manages to bag 2 out of 3.
Okay, up next, Racer X and his shooting star versus his bastard cousin, known only to speed as Mach 1.
All right, now you're just making shit up.
I might as well, because that Mustang just can't get out of its own way.
Mach 1 got off the line first, but Shooting Star comes around him on the big end for the win.
Giving the Shooting Star 2 for 3 for the night, and the Mach 1 gets zilch for the evening.
Next up, Gale's Vet versus Killer Nova. I love the colors. Looks like Christmas.
Rolling.
Camera 2's rolling.
And the Nova comes off the line sideways and almost takes Gale's Vet out of the race. But he gathers it up and comes around Gale's Vet in the last third of the race.
Giving Killer Nova a hat trick for the night, and Gale's Vet is still struggling with 1 win for the evening.
Next up to the line, Pinky versus the Unknown.
Rolling.
Rolling.
That was another great drag race. That one was all about traction.
Pinky stuck so hard it bounced his rear up again. This time it cost him. And that's the Unknown for the win. And they both go 2 for 3 for the night.
Rounded third and headed for home. Tyrant versus Gray Ghost.
Rolling.
Find that.
Camera 1.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 2.
Hold on. Camera 2 is running.
Driver's ready.
Tyrant gets off to the quick lead. That's all he got, but that's all it took. Tyrant for the win, and he goes 2 for 3 for the night, and Gray Ghost just couldn't score that second win of the night.
Up next, we got Blue Bayou versus Rimus.
Rolling.
Camera's on.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 2 is rolling.
Looked like Grimace was napping on the starting line, and Blue Bayou stretches him out, making that win look easy.
Blue Bayou finally gets his first win of the night, and Grimace takes his first loss.
Up next, 2 Motown cars, Scooter versus Nacho Camaro.
Camera 2 is rolling. Camera 3 is rolling. Yep.
Now that's one fast race. Scooter got out in front, and he stayed out in front. And that's Scooter for the win.
Giving Scooter a perfect evening, and Nacho Camaro has an abysmal one with no wins.
Up next, our last race of the evening. We got Large Marge versus Jangalang.
Camera 2 is rolling. Yep.
Marge cuts a perfect light, but immediately bounces off the track to the left.
Right up out of the slot.
giving Marge 6 for crossing the starting line, and Jangalang gets 23.
And here are your final scores for the evening. But before we continue, we need to make a few corrections that we caught in the 11th hour.
The GT was accidentally given 29 points for night 2. His total was actually 32, giving him 3 extra points.
Orange Crush was given 57 points when it was actually 56. So we'll adjust that.
And here was the big boo-boo on night 2. The Harry Olds was credited 47 points for the night, but he really earned 56.
So let's adjust those points.
And now we can put everybody in the order they belong in. And the big winner of the 2025 SLOTRODS Underground Points Chase is Alexis in her Buick called Salsa Verde, with a high score of 125 points.
One of the big surprises of the series was the Mach 5 scratching and clawing his way up the list to number 3 with 121 points.
With as bad of a first night as I had, getting to within 1 point of forcing a tiebreaker for second place. That's pretty special, buddy.
The GRX came in undefeated tonight at number 1. The Mach 5 started out at the end of night 1, tied with 11 other cars.
So basically the Mach 5 was anywhere between 11 and 21 at the end of night 1.
The single loss that the GRX took with the night 3 scoring allowed him to fall from 1st to 4th place.
And that's why I think the Underground is the best idea we ever had. This wasn't just interesting, it was exciting, right to the twist ending. I couldn't have wrote it any better.
Scooter rounded out the top 5 at 115 points. And after adjusting the Harry Olds points correctly, he takes his rightful place at number 6 with 115. Before we can determine number 7 and number 8, we need to have a tiebreaker race between GT and Gizmo.
Camera 2. Camera 1. Hold on. Camera 3.
Rolling. See the light rolling.
There you go.
And GT was sleeping at the line. And makes my life easy, so I don't even have to change the way the list is already written. Gizmo takes 7th place. And after the bad night that Gizmo had on night 1, that makes him the surprise of the series.
He not only cracked the top 10, but he made it deep into the pack. And after the tiebreaker race with Gizmo, my little GT comes in at number 8, also with 114.
Number 9 is Big Daddy's Killer Nova with 109 points. And my OG Batmobile just squeaks into the top 10 with the last triple-digit score for the night at 104.
With the losses that Orange Crush took for the night, he fell from a top 3 contender all the way to 11th place, where he's tied with the Gray Ghost at 95 points. Gail's Vet comes in at lucky number 13 at 91 points.
Chameleon takes 14th with 90, and Blue Bayou, Mini Me, and Shooting Star are tied at 15th at 87.
Yeah, for the rest of you Jamokes, it looks like you got work to do.
All right, man, let's go to the winner's circle and see that trophy.
It is my honor to present this year's Underground Trophy to my beautiful wife Alexis in Salsa Verde. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything to say, Alexis?
No.
Congratulations to Alexis on her win, and congratulations to our newlyweds, Jake and Alexis.
Mazel tov.
Well, folks, here's our final result. Our top 10 list in the EPM division for 2025.
Those are 10 killer fast cars, and I gotta tell you, I'm proud of everybody for the level of competition we've brought this thing up to.
Well, folks, that's all she wrote for the 2025 Underground. Until we meet again, I'm Randy Silvas,
And I'm Tony Mollick.
and you've been watching a production of
Slot Rod.
The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No creeping allowed though, you just get a glance. Don't try to strip game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a soul blow from a distance, but give us some space on, let the girl dance.
Now that's a drag race.